Alright, we're back on this Briggs tank again, and I think I left you off where we epoxied the bottom here, and it turned out pretty well. Nice and hard and sticking good, and even around a fuel neck, so I'm happy with that. Here's what was left over, and that's plenty hard. So what we're going to do now is take this, and I'm going to put it back. We're going to put it back on here. And before I do that, I'm going to wipe flux all around inside here and everything, and then we're going to bend the ears back over on it. Unlike the other tank that we had, I'm going to have to use a hammer to beat this back in place. That other tank was 18 thousandths thick. You know, you could actually bend it with your finger. And this one here is actually a lot thicker. Alright, yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say around 20 thousandths there. There we go. Yeah, I had to refilm that, it was so blurry. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the tank on and put flux in there, and then I'll show you how we bang that back in place, and then I'll just put the whole thing back on. Alright, going to put some flux all around here. What flux does is when it gets heated up, it actually cleans the metal. Some of the plumbers out there probably give you a better explanation, but that's all I got. That's all I got. So I'm gonna put flux on that, and then flux all down around here, and then we'll have to bend it in place. Bend it before we can crimp it. Now let me finish doing this. Alright, what we're doing first is we're bending it down. We're bending it down like this. This isn't the magic hammer. This got a chisel edge on it. This is its sister. But the magic hammer is never far away. Alright, and I'm going to go around and tap it like this. And then actually I can use the magic hammer. And bend it down like that, and then go around and, you know, with a pair of lineman pliers or something, you know, crimp it so it's as tight as it can be. So let me do that. I'm going to go wrap around this whole thing, this whole tank, and get it crimped back in, and then we'll turn these back on. Probably won't have to crimp it. That's getting it down pretty good. So, all right, don't try this at home. I'm a professional, remember. Alright, and it came out pretty good. You know, it's crimped in. I don't even have to crimp it with any kind of pliers or anything, because that's pretty tight. It's probably tight as a bullfrog's ass. So we're going to run a bead of solder around there, and we should be done. Alright, let's give this a try. I'm just using regular MAP gas and solder, plumbing solder. So I'm not a plumber. I'm sure somebody could do this a lot better than me. I think I'm almost out of gas here, but let's give it a try. Sometimes it works good, sometimes it don't. I don't really care what it looks like, because I can clean it up later on. Looks like it's adhering pretty good. I want to bring it right out to the edge. Yeah, it's melting in there pretty good. Because I can clean it up with a wire wheel. Alright. Let me get some more gas. Because that's just about out. Yeah, but that's it's going in pretty good. I'm glad. I'm happy with that. Alright, I'm gonna continue on. I'm gonna finish the tank, and then we'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, I think I turned out okay. I think I might just hit it with a wire wheel to get rid of some of the black stuff that popped up on it, but so it'll take some paint. But I'm gonna fill it with water and see if it leaks. I don't think it'll leak. Some guys say you shouldn't fill it with water; it's gonna rust. You know, the water's gonna be in there for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to blow it out after I empty it out, so it really isn't going to get any rust in there. No flash rust or nothing like that. So, alright, let's move on to something else. Maybe we'll check out the carburetor. Alright, we poured water in this, and it's been here for about 4 hours now. And I got it right up to the top, the tippity top, and even in the reservoir there. So, yeah, there's nothing leaking, so I'm happy with it. I'm going to empty it out now and blow dry it, so it'll be okay. Alright. Time for the carburetor. Alright, it's pretty much a standstill here. I'm waiting on parts. I'm waiting on, I'm going to take this off. And I'm waiting on a little tube like this that goes on the bottom. And here I'll probably replace it with a piece of brass. Try to take this out of here. First let's take this off, right? This is just on the way. It's in there, there you go. It's moving now. I don't think they're threaded in. I think they're just, we'll find out. Let me get this off. Let me get that out of the way. Huh. I don't know if that's threaded in or not. I'll have to look at it later. Sort of has some threads in there, yeah. Okay, we'll deal with it. Okay, now get this off of here. What we're going to do is I'm going to clean this and have it ready for when the parts come in. Like I said, I'm going to get the bottom piece, the little thing down. I'm not going to take that out because chances are I'm going to break it. But the choke in here, I don't know if you guys remember, but that choke plate was broke. So, I'm trying to take the whole assembly off here. Wow, the screwdriver is so worn it won't fit in there. Here we go. I'm showing this to the camera so I remember how it goes back together. Like I said before, I'm not familiar with this newer stuff. I already forgot how it went back. Alright, looks like the spring here goes in the bottom hole, and then the back hole to that, and then this goes in another hole there. Okay. I think if you just pry this out here, this will come out. There, hopefully that's it. Yeah, this part's broke, this choke part's broke, so we got that in order. Oh yeah, Al McKinney, he helped me locate that part. Yeah, I looked for it, I couldn't find it, and then he sent me one that he got, gave me a part number, so I was able to find that. Alright, I also got one of these. You know, you can buy this whole carburetor already done, ready to bolt on for 20 bucks. And I think I have 20 bucks in this already. Right, that was $5 for this choke. Another $5 for this kit here, or $6, $6. And then that that tube is going to be another $5 or $6. So it isn't worth it. I'm doing this just for you guys so you can see how these things come apart. Yeah, so if any of you younger guys go to a show or something and see an engine and it ain't running, you consider that. You don't know what's wrong with it, you know. It's like this thing. I took this thing apart and it needs all kinds of stuff. There we go. It just pops off and there should be a little diaphragm under there. There you go. There's the diaphragm. Wow. The funny thing is that the diaphragm looks like it's in great shape. I really didn't have to replace it. But it has this pushing thing on here, so don't lose that. But that kind of pisses me off. Oh well, maybe I'll save it. Maybe I'll reuse this. We'll look it over. But I also, I think it also comes with this gasket here. Let me get a razor blade. Hang tight. Alright. Yeah, I thought for sure this thing would be all hard and dry rotted or something. That's crazy, you never know. I should have taken it off. And even this, I could have saved this gasket. Well, I just ruined it some since I'm trying to save it now. Alright, buddy? Alright. Let me clean that off and then we'll get back to you. Alright. Took me about a half hour to get that gasket off. Boy, that thing was stuck there good. And a little passageway here that goes to this little flapper here. And that looks pretty clear. Actually, the inside of this thing looks pretty clean. I mean, almost immaculate. So it shouldn't take much to clean it. That was the only funky part down here. But before I take this jet out, let's see how many turns it is. They're usually about 1.5 or so. So here we go. Here's 1, 1/2, 1 3/4. Well, I went the wrong way. Oh, we screwed it up. Oh well. Road King. We'll start with 1.5. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I... Oh wow, that's loose. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm sure somebody will tell me. Yeah, look how... Wow. Look how clean that is. That's crazy. Crazy clean. Somebody must have just put a new kit in this thing. I have a screwdriver just for that, so let me get that screwdriver and I'll take that the jet out. Yeah, it's a screwdriver with a real flat tip on it instead of a point. That way it just fits in there real good, and that wasn't tight either. That's coming right out. And anyway, what we started to do over there before was see, it has a little fuel in there. Wet. And the jet looks good. Yeah, what I started to do was turn that screw all the way in and you count the amount of turns till it stops and you take it out. But I blew that one, didn't I? Yes, I did. Got too many tools out here now. Alright, what I'm going to do is I was going to take it, you know, I tried to take this this little screen out here and this inlet. It's got like a little, on the side here, it's got a little, like a nail. And I tried to take that out because I'm thinking that that nail was actually keeping that in place. You know, I put a spin tight on it, but you can tell it's too tight. I don't want to break that. I don't want to spend another $5 on this thing, so. Let's take this out. Yeah, the jets and ports in this thing are so big and clear. I really don't have to soak it, but I think I might clean it real good. Wow. I don't know if you guys can see how nice that is in there. There's my little flashlight. Here we go. Yeah. It's beautiful in there. So you can't judge a car by its cover. Alright, let me clean this thing up, and then when all the parts come in, I can just throw it together and what was that? That was brand new. Alright, when these parts come in, we'll just be able to throw it together and have a carburetor. Yeah, look at this. Did I tell you it's taking me about a half hour to get this off? It almost looks like asbestos. But I can't imagine them using asbestos for a gasket like this. But that's where we're at. Alright, this video is probably getting pretty long, so like I said, I'm going to clear that off, and in the next video we'll probably have all the parts, we'll put it together for you. So enough of this. Alright, see you later.